Greetings from Costa Rica. Greetings from Costa Rica, Playa Samara. I just decided that I would go live because, I promised myself and y'all that I would, or I made a commitment to show up every single week in some sort of a way. But this week I am in Costa Rica, Playa Samara, for the Alchemy of Inner Empowerment retreat with Wayne Chandler and 6 other attendees. We had 6 people who was able to come out and join us here in Costa Rica. They give y'all more of the vibes. Costa Rica, or at least Playa Samara, is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very gorgeous. We're actually staying at a mini boutique space owned by a sister, um, black woman from the States. A beautiful place, such great energy. So far, this is day 2 of the retreat, of the Qigong training. We have done so much in just the last 36 hours. Okay, when I say so much, I mean, like, okay, we flew in on Friday the 13th, and Saturday we started out with morning yoga. So I'm leading the morning fusion yoga session in the mornings, and that session is really just a fusion of like hatha yoga and shakti yoga, with some kriyas in there. The whole intention is really just to open up the meridians, to open up the, your energy points within the body, so that way when we do get into the advanced qigong, you're not gonna blow your chakras open. Like, you're prepared, you're ready to go deep. So I'm leading those morning sessions, and so far so good. And then after breakfast, Wayne comes out, and Wayne gets into his 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 metaphysics bag. Wayne gets into, talking about, or getting into teaching, like, um, next level kidney packing, not just kidney breathing, but next level kidney packing, to where you are incorporating, like, the microcosmic orbit. You are, really just getting into mind control, but mind control not in the diabolical sense, mind control within the body, um, connecting with the impartial mind, connecting with the subconscious. It's really amazing, really deep stuff. Like, it's something to be taken seriously. Like, when we get into doing our practices, we put on, like, a black light. When you're trying to go to sleep at night and you put on, like, a mask, so that way there's no light. Exactly. So we are going into the darkness, into this, like, primordial space, back to 0 point, and this is where we are, um, channeling your energy up the back channel, down the front, up the front channel, down the back, cultivating your Jing. Greetings. Um, Cultivating your Jing energy. Jing is sexual energy. So I haven't talked a lot about this. Maybe I mention it here and there, but if you go way back to probably 3 years ago, there's a video, where I talk about sexual energy and how it helped me move to Ghana, um, and just shift so much at that period in my life. And it's just tapping into your instrument. You know, I tell you guys, this body is your instrument, and the more you tap into, you know, your organs, the more you tap into the natural energy flow, the more you allow source to kind of, how can I say this, to like download a higher state of consciousness into your being, and then you begin to embody that state. And how that is being embodied is through your beliefs. Of course, you know this. I'll even say this. First, it's through your self-concept. How you see yourself shifts, right? Because when you're doing these practices, you're experiencing transformation, you're feeling the empowerment, and so therefore you're seeing yourself a lot differently than you did before, because you're noticing how powerful you are, especially when you start to see and feel the, I'm going to use the word manipulation of energy, but it's not manipulation, it's you tapping into your grid, your energy lines. Like, it's you learning how to focus your energetic power towards your, and I do this because this is the third eye for the vision, towards your either intention, or towards your goals, or towards your desires, or, you know, towards whatever it is that you know yourself to be, how you would like to be or show up or exist or experience in your reality. So it's a lot of deep stuff. It's been amazing so far. Shout out to Nzinga for providing us the space here. Again, let me just show you where I'm at the beach right now. Costa Rica, Playa Samara. It's gorgeous. Honestly, like, what I'm showing you just does not do justice at all. Doesn't do you justice at all. And guys, let me tell you something. Like, this time last year, I, you know, was doing my own practice, doing my, Qigong practice, and I decided that what I wanted to do going forward was to just continue to work with people, continue to help people know themselves, because know thyself, remember, the first step to shifting, to changing your reality is your self-concept. So you do have to get into knowing yourself. And one of you guys did comment on one of my previous videos asking how can you get to know yourself? How can you get to know yourself? How do you know who you are? And I'm kind of building up the momentum to do another sit down, The Alchemist Perspective podcast video to really break that down for you. But essentially, when you start to slow the mind down, and you turn your awareness or your consciousness within, and you start to work with your own energy, you or you connect with source. I'm seeing, I just saw Charles said reading the Bible, but I'm gonna double back and check the chat out in a second. But the more you turn that energy in, and you get into your prayer, you connect with source, the more your self-concept or the identity or how you see yourself shifts. You feel more expansive. It's like, I mean, I think we all have had this experience. I'm not religious or anything, but you go to church on a Sunday, and just all of a sudden you leave church feeling good, like, yeah, I know myself, like, you know, source is, or God, or, you know, is behind you, just kind of like that feeling. And you know, like, you are connected to something way bigger than anyone can ever bring to you externally, you know what I mean? And so therefore, you see yourself as strong, you see yourself as immovable, you see yourself as supported, right? And when you see yourself that way, you believe you have certain beliefs set up, like, I believe I have the freedom to go anywhere I want to go. if I want to be there. If I'm not there, it's only because I haven't wanted to go there. Do you know what I mean? Like, your belief is I'm capable. And a lot of people who hold beliefs where you say, like, you suggest, like, oh, you say you want to do this, so why don't you do it? And the person says, oh, nah, I can't because X, Y, and Z reason. It's because their self-concept, there's a little bit of a, I don't know. How I'm seeing it in my head is there's a disconnect with how they're seeing themselves, and so it's reflecting in their behaviors. It's reflecting in their beliefs. It's reflecting in their thoughts. It's reflecting in their behaviors, and then it shows itself in their reality. So there's a lot of, like, man, you guys, like, if any of you guys are really truly interested in any of this stuff that I'm talking about, like, you have to join in if I'm doing any kind of a workshop, or if you're interested, come and do a retreat, because when we all get together and we all get to share information, and I get to talk about the fact of just some of the really deep spiritual experiences that I've had, that has shown me how powerful I am and why I walk this earth with my chin and my head high, because I know who I am and I know nothing can stop me, and I have literally, and I say bent reality because I've literally bent reality. I've been in situations to where I had to get myself out from the inside, and I had to get that information literally from source, and I had to act on it. And this is why one of my main core values is obedience, because you need to learn how to be obedient to your higher self, in order for you to walk the path of least resistance. But anyways, the retreat, it's only day 2, but so much has happened. A new book has even just been placed in my lap. I'm not going to share it with you yet, but it's another really deep metaphysical book that gets into, mystic masters and such. But yeah, it's just a dope experience. Some of the people who showed up here have been, when I say they know the code of, like, even the court systems, like how spiritual the court systems are, and they know the codes, and they know what to say to a judge in order to, like, basically they're living out of the matrix. Do you understand? And so once they say certain words to a judge to show, because judges know, because they're all part of a not to say a brotherhood, because obviously there is there are sisters who are like women who are judges too, but that group, they know what all of this is built on. They know that all of this is just like like magician is the word that's coming to my head. Like, it's all just smoke and mirrors. And when you're able to see outside of that, how you navigate in this world, even with, like, your mortgages and all the things. Anyways, these are the types of things that we get into in the retreat session, because everyone is coming with their knowledge, and we all get to share, and it's just a beautiful experience, y'all. Like, again, it's only day 2. It's my first actual retreat that I have coordinated, and I'm so I'm so blessed to have been able to cultivate this relationship with one of my elders, Wayne Chandler, for him to suggest that I do this, and I'm very grateful, and I just want to do more of it. When we get into, like, the last night was super deep, because last night I led a self-hypnosis session, and those are my favorite to lead, because so much healing, so much release happens when you're able to get yourself completely, utterly, and radically relaxed in the body, so that way you can descend into the subconscious, and you can bring your questions forth in the subconscious and actually receive the answers. And to be able to lead a group through that is just, it just sets my soul on fire. But okay, let me see. Honestly, friend, for those of you in the chat, like, gratitude, infinite gratitude to you. Greetings. Isis says, you're the only person besides myself I've seen activated. Isis, you gotta come on a retreat. If I'm the only person, you gotta get around other mystic masters, okay? Because there's levels, as you know, there's levels to this. Neo says, I'm cooking right now. My body is going through change again. I feel sick, but it's not really sickness. I can't wait to get my money up and leave to go to Africa. What I'm gonna say to you is shift your language. Shift your language. The I can't wait to get my money up so I can is telling yourself you can't do it. You got to shift your language. If you want to come to Africa, you will decide you're going to Africa, and if all you can put aside is $20 a week, you will do it. Will, you need to exercise your will. That's all this is. That's all that it is you exercising your will. If you decide you wanted to come to Africa, you will put a pin on that map. You will see how much the flight is. You will see how much, who you might know there. You will see, like, you will put your real energy behind that and actually take the steps towards it. So the sickness in America and just the West Side, I agree with you 100%. Everyone I know feels the sickness, and the moment they travel to, an island, South America, Africa, the moment they leave and they step off that plane, that pain or whatever it was that they were feeling is gone automatically. And it's just because of how targeted we are. And when I say targeted, I mean energetically. Like, y'all know with the 5G, it's not even just 5G. It's what's in the air, it's what's in the water, it's what's in the food, it's what's in the everything. Like, we are hit on all angles. And to know that, to know that and not take, appropriate steps to put yourself in a better space is, I don't want to say counterintuitive, because I get it. We have family, we have certain attachments, but for me, the way I see it is, we're living for ourselves, and we're also living for those that come from us, so our descendants as well. But yeah, let me see. Know who you are so they can't say who you're not. Exactly. Charles, the Bible is Kemet, Giza, Cairo. I believe that. I believe there's a lot of. I'm gonna even keep it a buck with you. I didn't necessarily read the Bible, but I had Bible stories growing up. My parents were not religious, so Bible wasn't important. But I had a book of Bible stories, obviously for kids. I was a kid. And just like Cat Williams says, when he was reading the Bible, he learned that the only connection you need is that to the source, not to Jesus, from my perspective, okay? Unless, not to Jesus, not to anyone else. You learn from them, but the only connection you need to have is to source, and you move with that. That's where all your power comes from, because source is simply just you in a different form, right? So I 100% believe that, and I feel like where I got my confidence from was from knowing that, because in high school I went to a Catholic school, and none of that stuff resonated with me. The Hail Mary and Our Fathers and all of that, none of that resonated with me, and I didn't know nothing from nothing, but it was a feeling, because again, what I learned and how I read it, that wasn't how they were teaching it. And so I immediately disconnected from that. And I said, if I'm going to pray to anything other than source, then it's going to be an ancestor that I actually know. My great grandfather, it's going to be an ancestor that I know, or an ascended master that happens to resonate with me. An ascended master is that sits at my counsel. Okay, so that's what we talked about after the hypnosis session, because I led them into the subconscious and I had them ask a question and receive the answer. But after the fact, we talked about, you know, actually going into the kidney, going into an organ and asking specifically what that aspect of you requires from you in order to even produce something in your reality. A lot of us think that a lot of us don't realize that your whole entire body is helping you produce your reality. It's not just you know, the mind, the brain, or the cells. Like, it's all of it all works together in tandem. um, but yeah, so we got into, like, you know, when you go into your deep, you know, hypnosis state, you want to create you want to create a room, and you want to create a table, and then you want to sit at that table and you want to welcome in your guides, your, whether it's your spirit guides, your ancestors, the energy that rocks with you. For me, it's about a solid, my main solid three, and they will walk in and sit at that table. And of course, you can speak with them. You can ask them whatever question you want to ask them. Now, obviously, they're not going to turn to you and say, you know, hi, Jamila. Like, you know, they're not going to say words to you. They're going to speak to you telepathically. They're going to speak to you in feelings. They're going to speak to you in sound. And so we talked a lot about that too, is like, if there's something that you want to create in your reality and you go to them and you tell them this is what you want to create, they will give you the sound that will help you to bring that forth in your reality. And I know this is a lot of deep stuff, and I don't really go too deep. Like, I don't get into these states until I'm like actually working with you, or I'm, you know, with a working with a group. But you know, you when they give you that sound, and you speak that sound as you hear it, again, it's not going to be English, then you allow that vibration, you know, to come out into the reality. And Edison Albanji taught me this. You know, you speak that sound into an oil, and then you take that oil, and that oil, you rub that oil on you like an olive oil, like a thick oil that will hold the frequency, almost like speaking into water, but this time as an oil that will hold the frequency. And you can keep adding different sound frequencies into that oil, because it will hold it. And then when you use that and rub that on you, one, it's your protection. Two, it's coating your aura. It's coating your electromagnetic field, which is what is helping you to pull in a certain reality, that, or the vision that you're looking towards. And not only that, but you will notice how people respond to you a lot differently when you start to do things like this. So anyways, yeah, these are some of the things that we talked about last night, and a lot of people seem to be interested. And so we still got a lot of days left in this retreat, and I told them, okay, we'll go through that. So in our evening sessions, we do like our standard uh, what's it called, kidney breathing and the microcosmic orbit, but not the lower level, the higher level of it. And then after that, I put everybody into, you know, a hypnosis state, and we get into whatever the intention is around that. Last night, the question was, what does my old, what was, okay, the question was, what was or has or is my old self trying to teach me, and what is it that I need to let go? I can't remember how the question was really stated, but it was something around, what was my old self trying to teach me, and what is it that I need to let go with gratitude um, as we move forward. So that was the question for last night. I'm not sure if Wayne is going to use the full tonight's full session to. He is. I'm not sure if he's gonna Wayne. I think he is, because there's something he said he wanted to teach us this evening. So he's gonna take over, and I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'm gonna get into creating your council and teaching people how to connect with their guides in that sense, and then being able to keep in touch in our group chat, and like you know, once they get home and after a week and just seeing how much things have shifted and changed. But this is why I call myself the winged alchemist, because I love transformation. I love facilitating transformation. I love seeing myself go, feeling and seeing myself go through it. And so this is a dream. Like this time last year, I decided all I want to do, coach my clients, do retreats, connect with people, help people shift, evolve, elevate. And sure enough, 1 year later, I'm here in Costa Rica. Never, and here's something else I'm going to leave you with, because my phone's dying, and I wanted to do a little bit of reading here on the beach. Oh, I found you guys. See, here are two of our retreat attendees. I stood here and I said, I can't see them in the water. And then something said, sit right here. So I sat right here.
All the way to where them boats is.
Yeah.
We went all the way down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, so it's 5:30 right now. But we're gonna be coming back here, right, for the full moon, and then okay, cool, yeah.
When's the night training? When does that start? Like
7?
I think so. So yeah, I mean, yeah. But what's her name? Chance just wrote in the chat asking when are we gonna get together again? Because maybe it feels like we've been off for a while. But I'm pretty sure it's not until about 7. Yeah. Is it less people over there?
It starts to, like, when you get all the way over there. It's not
way over there. In fact, see where that little light is? That little red
Yeah,
light?
I
about
see it.
that far.
Oh, wow. Wow. So how you liking the retreat so far? It's only been a day, but...
Oh, it's amazing.
Transformative.
This queen right here is on another level.
Aww.
Come on now. Y'all, if you ain't here, you ain't here. That's all I'm saying.
Right? I just said that this is why I call myself the winged alchemist, because I love transformation. I love facilitating it. I love feeling it. I literally just said that. But all right. But I'm hoping, like, when we come back, we can be away from people. Yeah, okay.
It's definitely
be over there.
In fact, last night I was on that deck over there.
Yeah.
In the moon, and there wasn't nobody there.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
As soon as I finish it, do it with a guitar kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. We have to do it. Of course. Hell yes. I love a bonfire. We need that alchemy. Yes. Yeah. Are you guys walking back?
Whenever you ready.
Okay. Let me close up with them. I don't even remember what I was saying to y'all guys. So. No. This is cool. I like it. I like the authenticity. Yeah. Right. Oh my God. And this is his first time outside of the U.S., y'all.
First time.
So he's like on cloud 100.
Oh yeah.
It's about time. Yeah, that's right. And listen, now you're gonna get back home, and it's gonna be January. You're gonna be like, where's my net? Where am I? Hello.
Don is next.
Yeah. I see them right. Don and Mike is at the beach, so am I. Anyways, yeah. So I forgot what I was saying, but I just wanted to show up and speak with you guys real quick, because I'm not getting a video out this week because I'm at a retreat, y'all. I'm helping to co-facilitate this thing, and I'm just very grateful. You have no idea. Very grateful for you guys, those of you who put a like on the video. Thank you. My voice is cracking. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. In the chat, continue to rock with me, please. Like, comment down below. If there's anything that, like I said in this video, that stood out to you and you want to hear more about, just leave a comment. And yeah, it's been 30 minutes already. You see, y'all, I can chat. Okay, I'ma go. Peace and prosperity. Love y'all. And yeah, catch you on the flip side.